Yo, what is up? What's up? Hey, what's up? How you doing, Sage? I hope you're doing really well. I hope you've been having a good weekend so far. Happy Saturday. Yahoo. Yeah. They really had us in the first half with that case, didn't they? Oh my goodness. You had a flat tire and I swear Fullbite cursed me. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That is like that's one of the that really takes the wind out of your sails. That's rotten luck. That's good. I'm glad you were able to replace it. That sucks and can be really inconvenient and or dangerous depending on where and when it happens. Yeah, glad you made it out of that okay. Yeah, well, today we are going to start where we left off. I think we're just at the end of the day one trial here. We just left off at that big reveal of Robin. Yeah, that was something else, huh? Save me, Simon. Save me, Bird Boy. I need Simon. I need Goth Boy. Save me, Goth Boy. So true. So true. Save me, Goth Samurai. Save me. Heal me. Alrighty. I think we're all good to go now. So we should be jumping right into it. We're just at the end of the trial. I'm gonna make sure all my pages and whatnot are all good to go. I think there is just like one more testimony, from what I could tell. Hi, Graphy, Goth Samurai, Baby Girl. So true, man. What a man. They had to put him away for murder. Oh, whoops, that's weird. Does that when I minimize? Honestly, I'm sure he had his reasons. maybe no, I'm kidding. maybe he was falsely accused because they just knew, because they knew they had to keep him down or something. I don't know. I'm surprised we don't really elaborate on that at all, considering he's just like out here making moves in the court system. Straight up just calling what, like, what, how does that even work? Does he have like a whole office in his cell or something? That's what I want to know. The power of God and anime on his side. Ah! Don't mess with me. I have the power of God and anime on my side. I'm always saying this. All right. Well, if we're all here and we're all settled in, why don't we get started on this? Let's suspend this, or let's unsuspend this save data. No more fun allowed. Desktop audio. I might be able to crank that up a teensy bit. Let me know if everything's okay with the volume, though. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Miss Sykes. No, allow me to call you Athena. Dustbird, hey! Thank you for the 17 months of Prime. Woohoo! Old Spice Body Wash Enthusiast is resubbed. Honestly, Old Spice Body Wash is pretty good. There's a couple flavors that are pretty good smelling. I've been told this by people. Not the first time I've heard of that. I've never bought it myself, but I've smelled it. I've been like, oh, huh, okay, maybe they made some points with that. I literally stopped right at that happened. I literally stopped. I was like, I was gonna stop anyway. I was gonna do reacts or whatever. And I just stood. Actually, you know what? Why don't we relive that together? Hang on. I want to show you this VOD while we're getting all settled in anyway. Daisy's gonna be here pretty soon, I think. So while we're here, we can just check that out. It's honestly really funny. Oh my god. Okay. I got it up here. Oh, one moment. Yeah, we good. Okay. has been very, wasn't it? That's the beginning. Yeah, it was like 3 and a bit hours in. Yeah. Here we go. Oh yeah, okay. Truly, justice don't know is equal in one area. You are just as equally. Oh, if you guys are done talking about me, I'm gonna morb. Oops, knock the mic, sorry. Sorry, the audio is a little weird in this. I managed to fix that. I'm getting out of the way. You need to see this. Huh? What? The brace, it's... Wait for it. Why don't we watch Defunct's Land? I'm sorry. I'm so disappointed. Why don't we watch Defunct Land? Oh my god. I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed. Disappointed, but I guess probably not that surprised. Anyway, there you have it. And here's where we're at. That's right where we stopped, so... God, yeah, we were all just in it together. I appreciate that you didn't spoil it for me, that nobody spoiled it for me, but also it's like... Your internet crashed right at the reveal. Oh no! I basically like paused for a second and I was like, why don't we watch Defunct Land? It was pretty funny. We were all in the trenches together with that one, for sure. All right. I wanted to keep this a secret at all costs, but no. What? What? No way! Surely this must be some kind of jest. Nope, it's for real. I'm a girl, body and soul. If you don't believe me, I'll give you a as if. What an amazing transformation. What an amazing transition. God Samurai saved me. Well, all the Discord is gone. The image is now complete. Yeah, I think we're all gonna need a little bit of... We're all gonna need some help. I was raised as a boy since I was little, and I studied law just as my parents wanted. Wait. Oh. Okay. But now this living lie that had me pinned to the ground, it's... It's been blown to smithereens by you, Athena. Now I can stop pretending I want to be a prosecutor. I'm gonna be an artist. Yay! I deadass don't know what to say. Oh my god. Order! What a shocking development. He really did turn out to be she. Eek, why is everyone looking at me like that? Tee, I feel like a movie star or something. This is... But no paparazzi, please. I value my privacy. OKAY. No pics or you'll regret it, man. Am I just imagining things, or is Robin even more hyper now than when she was a he? I don't know. Maybe it's because she finally got her troubles off her chest. Literally. Standing guy emoji. I'm just standing. I'm just standing. I'm just standing. I'm just gonna stand. This is all well and good, but does he being a she actually change anything? The fact that the witness is actually a girl does change things, because there is now a piece of evidence that we must reevaluate. Very well, let's see what the defense has for us now. What piece of evidence must we reconsider now that we know that the witness is a girl? I believe it's supposed to be the tape recorder. I guess we're implying that Robin is the one who shouted, "You're a goner."
Take that!
Take that. This is what I'd like the court to reconsider. Oh, the tape recorder. The one that recorded the threat. "You're a goner." That's right. And we have already established that it's a female voice in the recording. Of all the students who could have moved the body before the mock trial was to start, our client was the only female if you exclude Miss Scuttlebutt because of her alibi. And that's why the tape recorder made our client the prime suspect. This is not getting any better. This is actually getting worse. We're going downhill. So then, that's right. The witness just revealed that she's a girl. Therefore, if we are using the voice in the recording as the basis for hurling accusations, this witness must be labeled a suspect too. Oh no. We are straight up a boulder rolling down on a snow hill, collecting snow as it goes. Wow, talk about a sudden turn of events. You've done it. You found a hole in one of the prosecution's key pieces of evidence. Yeah, but wow, that was a lot of work for a single one.
Objection!
Not so hasty now. You're forgetting that only one person here was privy to the script. Ergo, Miss Juniper Woods is still the prime suspect.
Objection!
But Miss Newman hid the fact that she was a girl both at the crime scene and in court. I'd say that puts her in camp suspicious. Oh, that's really bad. That's actually really bad. Oh, God. Eek, that's not nice, Athena. How can you accuse me of being a killer? I mean, I'm just a weak, innocent little girl. Just thinking about that murder makes me...
Objection!
Huh. Suspicious is as suspicious does. Undoubtedly, the witness does have some sort of connection to this crime. Perhaps our newfound lady is merely feigning ignorance. We can surmise that she lent support to the principal offender, Juniper Woods. By leading Miss Scuttlebutt to the body, that would make her an accessory to the crime. How can you say that? I'm not an accessory to any crime, Mr. Birdman.
Objection!
Birdman? A side fell at him first. Oh my gosh, I can't. We have lost the plot, my friends. What is this even about anymore? Where are we? Where do we go from here? Honestly, probably we just move right on and never speak of this again, but you know, details. Hey, next one is going to be Cosmic Turnabout. That's a banger of a case. A lot of people are going to be really excited about that. We'll get to meet Aura. That's going to be awesome. In any event, with the witness as an accessory, it explains quite a bit, does it not?
Objection!
Ah, he made it all make sense somehow. And he'll keep accusing Junie unless we can show someone else knew the script's details. Save me, Aura. Save me, Science Girl. But how could someone have gotten their hands on that kind of info? The only way they could have known what was in the script was if they... heard it from Junie, I guess. Sorry, Junie, but you're not going to like this. Our client may have leaked the script's details to someone. What the devil? And I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. But Professor Court noticed it immediately and changed it back. Miss Woods did not want Hugh O'Connor to win the mock trial. That's why I believe she leaked the details to the witness, Robin Newman. I get it. If Robin won, Hugh wouldn't be able to confess to Juniper. Right, Junie was probably trying to keep their friendship from becoming awkward. How could you, Athena? What a bunch of bull! I never heard a word about the script from Juniper. Never ever.
Objection!
You sure? Can you look me in the eye and swear you didn't? B.A.D. Athena. You don't have any evidence. Actually, we might have just the thing. Really? Yeah, one of Robin's lines I read when we were reenacting the mock trial. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Hair forehead. How did the mock trial participants react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. Robin said, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." S-U-R-E, I might have said that. But so what? Well, think of it this way, Athena. Yeah, which way exactly? If I told you that I'd be wearing a blue suit today, but then showed up wearing what I've got on now, what would you say? Hi, Ravity, welcome. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Clave was in this. We met him again. We got to hear Guilty Love again. It was amazing. Made up for everything bad in this case. Oh, the red suit. I think I've got it. Your Honor, we have evidence proving that Miss Newman knew the contents of the script. The defense moves to present said evidence to the court. I know, they are so divorced. It's crazy. Very well, Miss Sykes. Present away. This evidence proves that Miss Newman had prior knowledge of the script's contents. Oh, would it be the mock trial script? If it happened like this, then yeah, Robin must have known about it, right?
Take that!
The mock trial script. Miss Newman, during the mock trial, you were shown a picture of the victim's body. And reportedly, you reacted by saying, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." Oh, yes, I said that. What's your point? You seem to have some issue with the green sweatsuit, and I think I know why. The proof is in the script, specifically on the things to prepare page. Sweatsuit. Victim's outfit will be a red one from the prosecutor course. Ah! You were surprised because the sweatsuit in the photo was green. Wait, they never established that there's different uniform colors, did they? They're just kind of what they never actually said that. I don't think. That's fine though, I guess. But if you didn't know about the script's content, then that shouldn't have surprised you. No, you gotta stop fainting. I thought we were friends, Athena. How could I have been so blind? In light of her privileged knowledge, I move to declare Miss Newman a suspect, Your Honor. Yeah, basically we have a lot of things happening. Yeah, I think what's gonna be a banger is the fourth case, which is the one after this. This one is the school one. Perhaps for the best, yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot, isn't it? All right. Yeah, I think basically, I think the main thing. Well, I mean, they've even just been like jumping around the timeline too. So like, I'm kind of just taking things as they come. Yeah. But hey, at least we'll get our M rating removed come January. If you look at the stream, it says mature rated game because this game actually was rated mature. But we do have we officially do have an ESRB rating for the trilogy that's going to come out in January. It's rated T for teen. So unfortunately, I didn't do it quite. I did it a little bit too soon. Yeah. yeah, we'll be able to get caught up in time for Spirit of Justice. I think I'll probably be playing that on the trilogy. I guess we'll see. If knowing script details makes me a suspect, then there must be others besides me. I mean, someone else could have also seen Professor Court's note. Note? What note? The professor and Juniper were working together to prepare for the mock trial, but only one copy of the script was made to prevent it from being leaked. But that gets kind of inconvenient, right? You're not seriously going to suggest. Eek, but it's the truth. Professor Court did do exactly what you're thinking. She didn't write down any of the proceedings or the truth behind the case. But she did write a note to herself about the props and details about the victim's BODY. Why do you do that? I don't get that. Is this really true, Miss Newman? If you don't believe me, send the police over to my house. Tell them to check the pictures on my camera. I thought it might give me an advantage. So I took a picture of the note. I'd say she's telling the truth. Wait a sec. If there's a note with details about the body, then that means there are others who could have made the murder look like our client's script. Yes, I believe you're right. Huh. Apparently, this case isn't as clear-cut as Prosecutor Blackwell would have us believe. This new revelation blasts a big fat hole into the prosecution's case. Oh.
Objection!
Bully for you, Missy, but don't think this spells victory. And why not? The battle is still young, and my blade is now fully drawn. Phrasing, dude. Between it and my next witness, your life will be forfeit. So put away your wooden sword. And show me what you are truly capable of if you wish to live. Hey, my boy. You want it? Don't worry, I'm gonna bring it. Athena is gonna punch this guy in the middle of the courtroom. Oh, hello. I already said I want nothing to do with this trial. How juvenile. It is not a matter of what you want, for you will cooperate, Hugh O'Connor. Prosecutor Blackwell, why have you called this witness? You will recall the day before the mock trial, in short, the day of the murder. The accused testified that she left for home at around 6 p.m. Yes, my notes here do confirm that fact. Right, our client wasn't at school at the estimated time of death, so she couldn't be...
Objection!
Do-do-do-do. Yeah, that was but a felicitous lie. Or am I mistaken, golden boy? I've no intention of saying anything more. Now, if you'll excuse me. Hold! I am not through with you yet. It seems the rogue prosecutor has it out for me. Leave, and we just might discuss you-know-what. I don't know what. He seems to know what, though. No, wait! One little statement and Mr. Cool loses it? What's that all about? Beefing with a teenager? That's been Blackwell's whole thing, honestly. There are two separate instances of... If I had a nickel for every time Blackwell beefed with Juniper Woods specifically, I'd have 2 nickels. Not a lot. Weird that it happened twice. I changed my mind. I'll stay and testify. Are you sure, Mr. O'Connor? Juniper is... We need to protect her. We are going to get her out of there. The word of a genius is as good as gold. Let's get on with this. Hugh O'Connor, a senior at Themis Legal Academy, lawyer course. How's that? I remember years ago... Boom. I remember years ago, before I ever played the game, actually before I was even streaming, I was showed the page for, like, the wiki page for Juniper. It was Bluffy, actually. I know some of you know Bluffy. Yeah, Bluffy showed me that and was like, this character is like so you, and I'm like, oh wait, yeah, you're right. And then I played the game, it was like, oh my god, I forgot about that. It was really funny. This game really came back to me. Just fine. Your testimony then, if you please. Thank you. You're up against the top of the class now. I'd be careful if I were you. Juniper's kidding me. Let's get that straight. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. We can share. She lives up in a mountain. She's a mountain maiden. I know Junie would never lie like that. That pompous schoolboy won't know what hit him. Woo! Around the time of the murder. To get mentally prepared for the mock trial, I meditated at the archery range till 7 p.m. At around 7:15, I went to the main building before going home. That's when I saw Juniper. We didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed her usual self. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask? That is quite enough. Well done, golden boy. The final bell rings at 7 p.m., at which point the campus is a desolate place. Now, you will recall the tape recorder. We know the time of the voice recording. It was 7:10 p.m., the day before the mock trial. That was the dark hour of this heinous crime. Do you have any proof of that? As its final bell, the school plays a special broadcast when the clock strikes 7. The female voice on the tape appears 10 minutes after that broadcast. The killer waited until the school was empty to spring her devious and deadly trap. Based on what? Apartment complex? I find it quite simple. So when the witness saw the defendant, that would have been... Indeed, it was 5 minutes after the voice was captured on tape in the art room. Ergo, we know that the accused was still in the main building, even after the killing. So the time of the murder and the time of when the body was moved. Great. Another inconvenient testimony. A voice said you're a gamer. Honestly, that's one of the worst things you could possibly say to someone. Nah, I'm kidding. You can call me a lot of things. Don't even think about calling me a gamer. Insane thing to say before killing someone. Yeah. This is for all that gaming you do. Miss Sykes, your cross-examination, please. Gamer derogatory. Yeah. To get mentally prepared for the mock trial, I meditated at the archery range till 7 p.m. Howled it. So, do you meditate often? Don't tell me you're going to start pestering me too. Well, what's that supposed to mean? No need to play dumb with me. All the girls want to know about my private life. What? I will remind the defense this is a court of law, not a pickup spot. It seems Miss Fancy Pants' lawyer is smitten with the witness. Can you chill out? Objection! 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 I'm just trying to establish the witnesses. If you must know, I never go a day without meditating. Satisfied now, stalker girl? That's it, you better take that. Whoa, whoa there, Tiger. Just take a deep breath and relax. She didn't do anything wrong. She literally asked a question and he was like, wow, you're so obsessed with me. I'll just continue my testimony now, if you don't mind. At around 7:15, I went to the main building before going home. That's when I saw Juniper. Hi, Arrow. Welcome. Arrow, Arrow, Arrow. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. A client has stated she went home at 6 p.m. You and Professor Court were busy preparing for mock trials together yesterday, right? Was the last time... Was that the last time you saw her? Yes, I left school at around 6 p.m. No, wrong. I don't know what she was doing, but Juniper was definitely at school after 7 p.m. But I suppose neither side can prove one way or the other. Ugh. But if Junie was there, that means she's lying. Truth be told, I only saw her for the briefest of moments. We didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed her usual self. He really is a fedora guy. He really is that kind of guy. M'lady. Care for a game of Smash, m'lady? So you just walk past a good friend, barely saying a word? The final bell had already rung. They get mad when you stand around chatting. Then again, we're not like you people, talking endlessly in those annoyingly loud voices.
Objection!
Annoyingly loud voices? I'd like it if you refrain from insulting my partner like that. Normally I'd shout objection right about now, but I'll take this one for the team. That's pretty funny. Anyway, I think that's about all I have to say. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask?
Hold it!
Alright, I'll take you up on your kind offer. You just gotta take the, honestly, he's just catching strays out here. Apollo has done nothing, and all he's doing is being insulted in this game. It's crazy. I expected as much, so go ahead, ask away. Mr. O'Connor, I want to ask you, how did you prep for the mock trial? Please tell the court what you were doing on October 23rd, the day before the mock trial. That's an easy one. Nothing in particular. Nothing at all? You didn't help with the preparations? You don't get it, do you? I was merely playing the role assigned to me. I left the preparations and the like to others. My job was to be mentally prepared. Junie put her heart and soul into getting things ready while he just sat on his behind. Just to reiterate, I spent most of the 23rd meditating at the archery range. I didn't talk to anyone until the school closed at 7 p.m. I suppose a few archery club's members did come and go while I was there. But you didn't talk to anyone? Not a single soul? That's right, I didn't say a word to anyone till the final bell at 7 p.m. I see. This is crucial information. Please add it to your testimony. I don't know if you're bluffing, but if you are, you have a pretty good poker face. I didn't talk to anyone until the final bell. I'd been meditating alone at the archery range. Okay, we have something we can look at here. Court has a planner here. 22nd, routine report. Need to speak with Hugh O'Connor. 23rd, meet with Hugh about that report yesterday. Important. Oh my god, Hugh was like, I did nothing for those entire 2 days. Meanwhile, Professor Court's planner is like, Hugh, I'm doing a bunch of stuff with Hugh. I'm supposed to be doing this with Hugh. I need to meet with Hugh. I'm talking with Hugh. So funny. So funny. You really thought you had something there. So you didn't talk to anybody on October 23rd? Are you sure about that? I already told you, my word is as good as gold. Okay, then how do you explain this? And don't spare any details. He was absolutely burning. He set off the fire alarm. He does not consider women to be people. No. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about Juniper, certainly. He just sees her as a thing to be won. As if she doesn't have any say over it. Like, come on. This whole premise is weird. Like, let's be real about that. Sorry, never seen that before. This is the victim's planner. She recorded all of her plans in great detail. Take a look at this page here. It reads 23rd, meet with Hugh, and important. Don't you find that interesting? What? Where'd you get that? The key word here is important. You say you were at the archery range all day. But you also said a few students came and went while you were there. That doesn't sound like a great place for an important talk. but the entire campus was buzzing with activity before the mock trial. Where could they have possibly had a private conversation? I thought about that too, but the situation changes after the last bell. What's this now? The witness stayed after the last bell in order to have a private talk with the victim. Am I right, Mr. O'Connor? This is insane.
Objection.
Must we go through this yet again? I suppose you also have no evidence as usual? No, I don't have any direct evidence. However, the witness was meditating until after the last bell, and he attempted to conceal his private meeting with the victim. First Robin, now me. Who are you going to accuse next? You're just another unscrupulous attorney looking to get ahead. Don't let him get to you. He's definitely hiding something. I mean, he was supposed to meet with the victim around her estimated time of death. I had my suspicions about Robin, but Hugh seems just as guilty, if not more. These three are the only possible suspects after all. I'm leaning towards Hugh. Mr. O'Connor, answer me this. Did you meet with Professor Court that day? The thing is, even though there's all that baggage with Robin, I don't think her heart was actually in it in terms of winning over Juniper, right? She doesn't even want to be a prosecutor. She wants to be an artist, right? Hugh, he is in the game. You know, he has been on these streets. He's in the game. He is working to put as many innocent people in jail as possible in his life. I would not put this past him even a little bit, you know? Sorry, Mr. Jailbird Prosecutor. I don't mean to steal your thunder, but I've got something to say. Assigned maidenless at birth. Oh my god. If it will save me some trouble, then by all means speak away. If you will recall, Miss Sykes, the voice on the tape recorder was female. Knowing that, I'd like you to explain how I could possibly be a suspect. The thing about maidens, though, is they choose you. You don't choose them. That is what it is. Ooh, he has a point. Impressive. Golden boy here does shine gold indeed. Bonk, 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 bonk. Care to take the reins? You're more than capable of prosecuting this case. Sorry, but I'm studying to be a lawyer. What a pity. To think such genius is to be wasted on mere lawyering. Come on, man. You know you need lawyers in order to have a functional system. At last, your moment is here, Sykes Donald. Time to refute Golden Boy's statement and prove that you're the young prodigy worthy of the badge on your lapel. Lapel? I think it's a lapel. Could he lay any more pressure on? The voice is unmistakably female, so there's no point in arguing about that. Yeah, you're right. In which case, to whom does the voice on the tape really belong to? It could be the victim. Maybe it was Professor Court. The voice on the tape belongs to the victim. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Objection.
Are you mad? You mad, bro? No, he means mad as in, like, mental. You've gone pure mental, lad. The voice on the recording says you're a goner. That is something a murderer shouts at their victim, not the other way around. Yeah, that is a problem. You're a goner. You're a goner. You're a goner. Athena? She's cooking. You're a goner. You a goner. Hugh O'Connor. Hugh O'Connor? Wait a second! Whoa, Athena, you're scaring me here. You're scared? I'm terrified for even coming up with this. With what? Prosecutor Blackwell, you wanted to know if I am worthy of my badge? Well, I'm about to show you why. Despite my age, I'm able to proudly wear this at all. Oh, then I can take you won't be changing your argument? Still, it stands that it's a bit odd for the victim to be the one yelling, "You're a goner." I agree, if that's what the victim was saying, but it's not. Hi Greg, welcome. She absolutely cooked a 5-star meal over here. This was a 6-course meal. I assume you have something to back up your assertion, Miss Sykes? Not exactly, but you don't have to add fuel to his fire, Your Honor. If it is indeed Professor Court's voice on the tape, then she was shouting because she was, being threatened? Could be either being threatened or scolding. We'll try scolding. I would like to call one basic fact into question. Hi Lily, oh my god, watching stream. I love that emote so much. Is that shout on the tape really saying you're a goner? What are you up to now, Athena? Professor Court's planner said she was supposed to meet with the witness for an important talk. Perhaps our witness, despite being a genius, had done something wrong, and this made Professor Court get angry with him during their private meeting. I don't see how this changes what we heard on the tape. Well, if you want to see how it changes things, then let's try a little experiment. Your Honor, I want you to yell at the witness as if you're mad at him. But, and this is important, use his full name. Okay, let's see. Hero Connor. What did I do to deserve that? Yes, like that. Now try it again, but faster. Hugh O'Connor. Hugh O'Connor. Hugh O'Connor? You O'Connor? Wait a second. No, this can't be. You think I'd spend the energy to lead you this far if it wasn't true? But it is, Your Honor. Humans are not perfect. That's scientific fact. We sometimes mistake shadows for monsters or the wind for voices. Now that you mention it. You can do this, Athena. Just give the old guy one more little push. The voice on the tape recorder never was your goner. That's only what we thought we heard, when in fact it was the witness getting yelled at. The court will note that this is different from the selective hearing men are so good at. This line was so unnecessary. I love it. This was so out of pocket. Judge actually got it. Yeah, you gotta hold his hand, but he got it. I think you're right, but what was that last part again? Never mind. The important thing is that the voice that was recorded isn't our client's. And since it was the victim scolding the witness, he must now join the list of suspects. Oh, that's a good, I like that. I had thought that testimony would suffice, but it seems it has come to this. I will not allow such fallacious quibbles to upend this case. The prosecution has one final piece of evidence to present to the court. Evidence? What's he gonna pull out now? Feast your eyes on this photo, and let me see that insolent look vanish from within them. Oh. Let's see here. Oh, it's a picture of the defendant and the victim. The photograph shows professor and student preparing for the mock trial together. Wait, was this taken in the art room? The room where the murder occurred? Indeed it was, but the revelations do not end there. Do you see the clock on the wall? It reads 7:05, a mere 5 minutes before the voice was recorded on the tape. What? The accused brutally stabbed the victim to death 5 minutes after this photo was taken. I don't know. It seems the defendant's culpability in this crime was quite obvious. Junie was with Professor Court just 5 minutes before she was murdered? What now? Nothing I see can change that fact. Understand now? You can believe in your client all wish, but try as you might. Such misplaced faith will inevitably be cut down before the cruel, steely blade of truth. Seems sus, yeah. My first thought is, clocks can be wrong, especially analog clocks. Maybe it was a wrong clock, you know? Ah, maybe somebody changed the clock intentionally and just nobody noticed, maybe? Trying to make an alibi? I don't know. Listen, Missy, the person you'd like to save more than anyone else in the world, I'd be willing to wager that your defense isn't what they desire. But I became a lawyer so I could... You still fail to understand after so much pain and defeat? The courts are not the play yards of little children dressed as lawyers. So before you break your back in failure, run along home and grow up. If he thinks I'm giving up now, he's got another thing coming. I have to find my inner strength if I ever hope to save him. But I can't think of any way to strike back. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. That's impossible. How could I smile under these circumstances even if I forced it? This is badder than bad. Who knew Blackquill had that one thing waiting in the wings? Why didn't that twisted samurai just present it at the beginning? Wait, maybe this was his real plan. Was he just trying to show me how weak and powerless I am? Fake it till you make it, exactly. Maybe he's right, because I really haven't got a clue. Who's the real killer? Who murdered Professor Constance Court? Robin Newman, a girl who had been forced to live a lie as a guy? Or was it Hugh O'Connor, the honor student who had met with Professor Court? There seems to be little reason to debate the defendant's guilt any longer. Okay, but why was she raised as a guy, though? We didn't really elaborate on that at all. We kind of just glossed right over that part. That seems weird, doesn't it? Unless you could read it as she's actually a trans girl and, you know, she was raised as a boy, as in she was actually a girl. But I don't think that's what they were going for. I really don't. The time for a verdict has come. Speak of the devil. No, that's not gonna happen, man. What's the meaning of this? You can't interrupt a judge about to hand down a... Maybe, but false verdicts are N-O-N-O. What? Miss Newman, please explain yourself. Juniper's not the killer. I know because I know who the real killer is. You do? You know who the real killer is. What is she up to now? Yep, I know because the real killer is... M-E. Me. Teehee. Hello? Pulled a butt? Oh my gosh, the worst kind of butts to pull. When something smells. Fortunately, it is the butts. Actually, didn't butts have some kind of false allegation thing happen? That happened, right? What? It was me. I did it alone. Just me. I don't get it. Why is she confessing? Miss Newman was witness near the stage. There's even a related photo of her. The more I think about it, the more suspicious she seems. Has anyone in this room and the judge even know who Butts is? I guess not. I guess they don't. It wasn't mentioned in the it wasn't mentioned in the text though. At least I don't think so. But it would be really awesome if he was that infamous in the court. It would be awesome, but no, I don't think. Does he even appear in this game? I kind of miss him, honestly. Simpler times. Robin Newman isn't the kind of guy who pins the blame on friends just so he can walk free. Get it over with. Declare me guilty already. Oh, hi. Please, wait. Juniper, what are you doing? Thank you for all you've done, Thena. But you'll have to forgive me. I can't let my friends take the blame any longer. Junie, no. Don't do it. Hugh and Robin have done nothing wrong. They have absolutely no connection to this case. The real killer is me. I alone am responsible for the entire crime. What?
Objection!
This is a really good track, by the way. I don't think we've heard this. Junie, you know that's not true. Hurry up and retract your statement. I'm afraid it is true. Forgive me, Thina. Nope, I don't believe it. Nope. Order. Will somebody please explain what's going on here? I see right through your cheap ploy. Phoenix Wright was being a guest lawyer. They would probably go over his case is still there. It would probably be talked about. That's true. Yeah. I think he's notable. I think he's notable enough. School rules state that a prior conviction terminates one's eligibility to graduate. A guilty verdict here would make whatever dreams one had go up in a puff of smoke. Oh, I wasn't aware. Even meek little mice will fight when cornered. A pitiful spectacle, I might add. These vermin are trying to protect each other now that they've nowhere else to run. Protect each other? Wait, so was Robin just trying to protect Junie too? If so, then the real killer is... It's you. I knew it. This whole thing's a joke. Uh-oh, now it's Hugh's turn. What? What is wrong with kids these days? I know just what crossed your mind, Miss Sykes. Whoa. You think I'm the killer, don't you? How did you do that with an arrow in your mouth? Wow, he really is a genius. He even knows what you're thinking. I think it's about time I told you the truth. And I'll even get right to the point. It was me. I did it. Wait. What? Come on. Is this what we're gonna do all day? Now, both potential suspects are claiming to be the real killer. I am so confused right now. If you still have doubts, how about I detail my murder plot? It's absolute genius. Enough of this nonsense. This is a court of law, not the set of some high school drama. I see I have no choice. I'm afraid I'll have to... Hoy, wait your boldness. I'm sorry, Prosecutor Blackwell, but I'm in no position to hand out a verdict just yet. I am hoping that the defense and prosecution can come up with some airtight evidence. That is why I am giving you both the rest of the day to continue investigating this case. Pinch me, I think I'm dreaming. Fine, do as you wish. This brings today's proceedings to a close. Court is adjourned. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's too much. That's too much. To be continued, Dorito. There you have it. I'm gonna go get some more water. I'll be right back. Yo, okay. Right back into the thing. We're investigating now. Here we go. Front-facing Phoenix jump scare. Sorry, boss. I couldn't do it. You know that little bit of advice you gave me? The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. I don't know exactly what you meant, but there was no way I could force a smile in that courtroom today. I'm just glad you remembered that. But now how about relaxing a little? Relax? Not gonna happen. Junie, she asked me to defend her because she believes in me. But I felt completely helpless. If it weren't for their confessions, But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? Well, I'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen then, won't I? No, I can't lose it all. Not now. You okay, Athena? You're turning kind of pale. I can't just stand around here. I'm gonna finish the investigation. Can't you wait? I just took a batch of freshly baked cookies out of my magic panties. Thanks, but I'd better get going. Save me one for when I get back. Apollo, you wait here. I need to see Junie at the detention center first, right away. No, wait, I'm going with you. Sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'd better go too. No problem. You two be careful. Phoenix is such a good boss. There's so much I need to ask Junie. What happened in court today? Where we go from here? Well now, fancy meeting you here. Oh, Professor Means. What brings you here? I asked him to come. He arrived just a little before you. I wanted to ask him something. But first, Athena, I want to apologize for my sudden confession after you worked so hard to defend me. She was calling me Thena until just now. No, I should be the one apologizing. The whole thing spiraled out of my control. Athena, don't worry. I'll really bring it tomorrow. I'll find something to prove your innocence. About that, Athena, I've been thinking of asking Professor Means to defend me. Huh? I myself only just heard of this a moment ago. Oh, so she thinks Professor Means would be... No, I can't let this happen. Not with the way he wants to do things. Junie. I know, Athena, but will you please hear me out? Why change lawyers? Athena, do you actually think Hugh or Robin could have committed this crime? The body was moved right before the mock trial. Besides Junie, they're the only ones who could move freely around the campus at that time. I'm sorry, Junie, but at this point, I can't rule them out. I was afraid you'd say that. Juniper is seeking a lawyer who can clear all three of their names. Only I am capable of such a feat. But how can you possibly prove that all three of them are innocent? I am a result-oriented person. Come tomorrow, I won't fail to have the perfect piece of evidence ready. For the end really does justify the means. Especially for me, Professor Aristotle Means. I really don't like the sound of that. I'm sorry, but just as you believe I'm innocent, I believe that my friends are innocent too. Alright, if that's how you really feel, we'll respect your decision. Apollo? But we want to continue our investigation. Could we ask you some more questions? Sure, I don't mind. Professor Means, would you like to stay and join our conversation? Yes, of course. I am your lawyer, after all. There's that smile again. Why does it always creep me out? Why did you confess? About your confession, Junie, it's not true, is it? You just said what you did because Robin had confessed on the stand, didn't you? Yes, I wasn't thinking straight. All I knew was I had to help my friend. You mean because of that school rule? The one that says you can't graduate if you are convicted of a crime? No, I didn't do it because of some rule. I did it because she's my friend. Why is there discord in her voice again? Could it really be the friendship between the three of them is on the rocks? There's more here than meets the eye. The trio's friendship. When did you three first become friends? Well, even though we were in different courses, we really bonded from the first day at school. We vowed to work together to bring an end to the dark age of the law. That was when our proof of friendship came about. There's that proof of friendship thing again. I just wish this were as simple as that. We even have proof of our friendship. Yeah, as long as our friendship lasts, well, you can bet we'll be carrying them around. But the situation kind of changed recently. When the school's policy shifted to training legal professionals who produce results. Allow me to explain. In the lawyer course I teach, producing results means winning trials. Professor Cord, on the other hand, taught that finding the truth was the only valid result. Unfortunately, that clash of ideas created a rift among our students. At some point, we stopped talking about it. While that meant fewer arguments, it also meant we couldn't be as frank and open with each other as we used to be. I think I understand now. By putting their friendship on a pedestal, they actually did more harm than good. It seems the relationship between the three of them isn't as simple as I thought. Juniper, thank you for talking to us about this difficult subject. Yeah, thanks, Junie. Now, if you could tell us about the day of the murder. Junie, you told us yesterday that you went home a little after 6 p.m. Was that a lie? I'm sorry I didn't tell you this before, but what actually happened was I left the art room a little after 6 p.m. and headed over to my dressing room, where I worked on my stage costume until 7. That's it? You didn't go anywhere else? No, nowhere else. If that really were it, then there would be no reason to lie in the first place. She's gotta be hiding something else. Junie, do you remember this picture? Yes, but something's wrong here. Wrong? What's wrong? I took this picture at around 6, which would have been before I left the art room. There you have it, I was right. But the clock here says it's just after 7. By 7, I'd already been working in my dressing room for some time. So there's definitely something wrong with this time in the picture. The time in this picture. I guess we better go check the art room. Okay, just one last question about the day of the murder. Capturing O'Connor. On the evening before the mock trial, the evening of the murder, you ran into Hugh. Yes, I did. At around 7:15, I went to the main building before going home. That's when I saw Juniper. We didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed her usual self. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask? She suddenly went silent. She always was terrible at hiding things. Was she trying to keep their meeting a secret by lying about going home at 6? Alright, I won't press the matter any further. Is there anything else you noticed on the night of the murder? Well, I don't know if this will help, but that evening I went back to my dressing room to get something I had forgotten there. It was well after the last bell rang. I'd say maybe around 8:30. Around 8:30, huh? That's over an hour after when the crime supposedly took place. That's when I noticed that both stage statues were finished. They were quite large, and they were each covered with a white sheet, but I could tell. It made me happy to think that after all that hard work, they were finally finished. Oh, right, the statues Robin made. So they were covered in white sheets. Junie, are you okay? Sorry, I'm a little tired, that's all. Athena, I think this meeting is over. Professor Means? I will use any means possible to get the results I want to Juniper's case. But it will require considerable preparation, so I must be off.
Hold it!
Hold it. Junie. And Professor Means, I have a proposal. A proposal? Wait, this is another one of your crazy... By sundown today. Yes. I, Athena Sykes, along with Apollo Justice. Wait a second, don't drag my name into... We're going to discover the truth behind this murder mystery. What? And we're going to bring you solid evidence showing just what that truth is. I see. So it has come to this, has it? If we succeed in doing that, I want you to promise that you'll accept it, Junie, no matter how hard it is to hear. Then you shouldn't need anyone else to defend you except me. Have we got a deal? I trust that's okay with you too, Professor Means? I have no objections as long as Juniper is satisfied with this arrangement. Okay, but only if it's the real truth. I'm sorry to put you through this, Athena, but thank you. I've been thinking only of myself this whole time. Junie, it's way too early to thank me, but you can thank me all you want once I get to the bottom of this. Very well, I will see you back here at sundown. Sorry for all the trouble, Professor. It's just she's new to the agency, so... Don't be silly, I find it all rather thrilling. Now let us meet here again later. If you'll excuse me, I'd better go. Okay, see you later. But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? Man, he seems pretty chipper about that, too. This is no time to be thinking about that. I've got an investigation to do. I will find the truth by sundown, no matter what. Okay, any ideas? Only the 3 mock trial participants could have moved the body before it started. That's why the killer must be Robin, Hugh, or Juniper. Right, and that means at least one of them is lying. To make matters worse, I have a feeling each one of them is hiding some sort of secret. We'll have to bring it all to light. I'm not looking forward to it, but it has to be done. About the mayor there. Today's trial focused on the day of the crime and the actions of those involved. Yeah, like when the voice was recorded and who went to the art room and when. If we analyze the info we have, we should be able to ID the killer. The killer? There's no lead in these legs. I've been trading for a day like this. Okay, on my mark, ready, set. No running for me. I'm done trying to keep up with you. All right. Let's get schmovin', shall we? Let's get schmovin' to the outdoor stage. Oh no, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Okay, that's good. I just noticed it said culpable curry. Oh, hello, Miriam. Ah! Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Random box on the floor? Is it my imagination or is something just move? Oh, hi. Hello. Did you miss him? He's back again. Afternoon, you two. Prosecutor Gavin, what are you doing here? Ah! Oh my God! I'm shaking my light stick. Oh my God, Clavier. Don't you think sneaking onto campus like this is just slightly suspicious? I'll have you know I'm continuing my investigation in the strictest of confidence. I don't want to be caught napping again at tomorrow's trial. And that means a thorough investigation today. Think you can lend us a hand? I'm not one to refuse a damsel in distress. But you needn't have asked, Fraulein. I intended to help from the start. You're the best, Prosecutor Gavin. Okay, time for a thorough investigation. I bet we missed lots of stuff yesterday. Stage. I need you to come in and solve all this, please. Could you lend us? Could you give your all to me? Please? Prosecutor Gavin, you were scheduled to perform at the school festival, weren't you? That's right, but I hadn't seen this stage until yesterday. That backdrop with the starry sky and big crescent moon isn't half bad. We also had some tricks up our sleeve to make the concert really rock. pyrotechnics, a fog machine, big banners, things like that. It would have looked like this. Ooh. Oh, the plans from yesterday. What's that design on the banner there in the back? I know the scales are the school emblem, but what's with the number 6? It looks like it's in serious pain or something. Athena, ixnay on the ixay. That's the governor's logo, Fraulein. Oh, a nice pig Latin hair forehead, really smooth. Oh, I meant it looks like the number 6 rocking seriously hard. Nein, Fraulein, it's a G for governors, not a 6. But whatever floats your pretty boat. So, where is the banner? I don't see it anywhere on stage. It was an important part of the show, but the school managed to misplace it somehow. It's a pity. We had specially made from heavyweight, high-grade cloth. A missing banner and 2 broken statues. There are mysteries aplenty to be solved, yeah? Come to think of it, one of the broken statues was Prosecutor Gavin. Statues. As you can see here in the stage plans. Right here we have the statue of me. And right here, Herr Wright's statue. But little does that matter now, as we both lie in pieces thanks to you, Herr Forehead. What did I ever do to you? Actually, this stage broke into rather large pieces. Why don't we try to put it back together? Maybe we'll learn something new. Picking out the pieces of a shattered rock star. Achtung, that's one uber cool idea. There might even be a song in there somewhere. Yay, let's do this. Schnell. Is this an investigation or am I interrupting a German language club social event? That's funny. Okay. Let's get examinating. I want to examine this weird nondescript box, first of all. Wait, you don't think this weird box here is... Hands off. I knew it. I knew that voice anywhere. Let's just ignore it. I mean, it made its wishes loud and clear. So this is the future cardboard box technology has afforded us, huh? Wow, they built a witness stand too, even though it's just a temporary stage. Oh, but I think they're still working on it. Let's see what this notice says. Caution, pedestal features a high-speed rotation mode. Activate with care. Nice, good job finishing those dishes. Oh man, dishes are kind of annoying, aren't they? I don't think anybody, does anybody like enjoy doing dishes? For me, honestly, it kind of grosses me out. You mean this thing spins? Okay, let's get a closer look, shall we? Snake 999, oh my god. That's a different box, I think. You like doing the dishes? I guess there's kind of a groove you can get into with it, but like, I don't know, if there's any like weird little bits of food, I get really grossed out by that. I don't know. I'm kind of squeamish like that. Understandable. The body's gone. All that's left is a white outline. Never knew Professor Court personally, but seeing her reduced to a white outline leaves me cold inside. But in a way, she still lives on in the messages she left behind, like the strange way her body was posed and the signs of her wrist being bound. You're right. Let's use her final messages to catch her killer. I like how Guilty Love is just still playing. Like, it just doesn't stop, as it should be. There's even a prosecutor's bench here on this stage. Ah, the memories, Fraulein. As a former rock star and a prosecutor, the prosecutor's bench has taught me much about human emotions, passion, and fight. I can picture it now, you with your silvery singing voice and Apollo's sweating bullets. Hey, how about picturing me winning once in a while? Yeah, there was a lot of tension in the courtroom back in those days. Okay, found one. A piece of Prosecutor Gavin's shattered pride. Are you saying my pride is as fragile as the plaster of Paris? Looks like there are other large pieces scattered about. Okay, let's find what we can. Oh, okay, that's evidence. That's evidence. Maybe on the other side then. What about that? Found another piece of the statue. There still should be some more. Let's leave no stone unturned. A white fragment. Okay. Oh, here's another one. Found another piece of the statue, but there should still be some more. Let's leave no stone unturned. Okay, you're just gonna keep saying that then? Oh no, Prosecutor Gavin, you're a complete wreck, literally. Why in the world would someone do something like this? I don't know, but whoever did it must have felt an amazing sense of release. Can I take that as a confession, hair forehead? What? No! I feel bad for Robin. She worked so hard on these. Let's pick up the pieces for her. You got it. Let's check every corner of this stage yet. Then, yeah. Yeah. Oh, here's another one. Found another piece of the statue. But there should still be some more. Let's leave no stone unturned. Just keep saying it. Okay. Let's see. Let's have a little look-see. Did we look from this angle? Oh no, I didn't. I don't think we expected this. There's really not much of interest here. At least that's what my intuition tells me. What? Yeah, that's what I was looking for. There's the statue Robin made. It's been smashed to bits. If there were some larger pieces, we might be able to put this one back together too. Yeah, but all I see are itty-bitty ones. I wonder what Mr. Wright would think if he knew we put Prosecutor Gavin's statue back together but left his like this. We could always come back to it after the case is solved. I'll help you fix it. Okay, we're just gonna ignore that then. We'll put a pin in that then. Alright. Oh, I didn't think we'd look up here. Nice. This looks like another piece of the statue. 5 pieces in all. I think we have all we're gonna find. Okay, let's get back to where Prosecutor Gavin was shattered. I think you might want to reword that. All right. It's such a divorce proceeding. Oh my god, they're just firing at each other. It's so funny. Well, I don't see any other big pieces lying around. Yeah, let's see if we can put this statue back together. All right, Apollo, you come over here and have Prosecutor Gavin. If you could hold this. Oh, I thought we would get to do it, actually. Kia! Oh my god, he looks so good. Kia! Woo! Ah! We did it. Not bad if I do say so myself. Yeah, but don't you think it's strange? We put the statue back together, but look. What's with all these leftover white pieces? These two look like they go together. And these pieces too. Athena, what do you think you're doing? Don't stop me now. The artist inside me wants to get out and have a good time. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Whoa. Wait, how did she do that? So, what is it? Ah, it's the goddess of law holding a pair of scales in one hand and a sword in the other. That's quite the feat you pulled off there, Fraulein. Well, I love that feeling you get after you work really hard on something. No, I knew who it was. I meant to ask what it's doing here. I'm not sure. There's no statue like this in the stage plans. Damn, she's just that talented, huh? Still, I could swear I've seen this statue somewhere before. Lady Justice. The more we learn, the deeper the rabbit hole goes. At least we're moving in the right direction. Let's keep searching the stage for clues. I've been wondering about something this whole time. You know that pole at the edge of the stage? You mean this? It has a wire that goes off and connects to something somewhere. Oh. Oh-ho. This wire is for hanging banners over the stage. One of the policemen who worked here who was here earlier was checking how it worked. Oh, so that's why the banner looks like it's out of place. The banners are hung and removed from the art room over there. That's the art room over there? As in the scene of the crime? Bingo, Fraulein. It's still crawling with cops, though. Hey, anyone in the art room? Oh, no. Oh, it's you people. In justice we trust. Ah, it's Detective Fulbright. In justice we trust. Is that some kind of a greeting between you two? Detective Fulbright, can you lower that banner from there? Of course, just leave it to me. I like him, special boy. Sorry, captions. Captions. Okay. How's that? Woo! Thanks, Detective. In justice we trust. Always glad to help. In justice we trust. So, is that some kind of greeting between you two or not? Well, it looks like the banner's down now. Let's go take a look. Okay. Let's look. Look at this banner. I don't think it would flap very well in the wind. An unflappable banner. Fulbright jump scare, yeah. Hey, I like that. It goes perfect with unflappable lawyers and unflappable rockers. It's like it was made for this very stage. Look at this. The bottom part is all knotted up. Let me try and unravel it. Oh. Jeez, did you really have to? You don't come across an unflappable banner every day. Athena, there are some things that have to yield to forces beyond themselves. What a cruel world we live in. Hey, a scrap of paper was caught up inside. It's blowing away. I got it. Yes, great catch, huh? Oh, that's Professor Cord's planner. Looks like some kind of note. What does it say? October Hue 120. What's that supposed to mean? A test score, maybe? Pretty impressive when you consider that 100 is a perfect score. I don't see how even Hugh can get beyond perfect. Fraulein, shall we inspect the banner again now that it has been unraveled? Huge scrap. I don't know, this is fine for a rock concert, but the nighttime sky is a backdrop for a courtroom. Personally, I think it's breathtaking. I mean, speaking the truth under a starry sky, don't you think it's romantic, Fraulein? And the waning crescent moon represents the maximum 3-day trial cycle. 3-day trials outdoors? No thanks. If it starts raining, my hair will be ruined. Banner. This is the emblem that's on Junie's school uniform. Hey, you're right. Wait a sec. It's hard to see against the red material, but look. There's a dark red stain here just under the emblem. This banner was on a wire connected to the art room. Right, and the art room is where the murder occurred. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? This stain might be from the victim's blood. School banner. Okay. Let's examine Lady Justice, shall we? The statue doesn't look anything like you or Mr. Wright. The goddess bearing scales and a sword, she's a symbol of fairness and strength. But she and her symbols were shattered along with the statues of you and Mr. Wright. This is a direct challenge to the rule of law. Well, if they want to fight, they've got one. Whoa, take it down a notch, Tiger. Let's save her fighting for when we find our culprit. Whew, that was a whole lot of poking around in such a short time. Does that mean you're satisfied? Actually, there was one more thing I wanted to check out. See that metal fence back there? There's just that one segment, so it seems out of place. It looks like they were in the process of removing them after the stage was set up. But they were never able to finish on account of the murder. You should take a look if you think it could be important. This track looks man-made. Hey, you're right, and it looks like it starts from behind the backdrop. Maybe a big money pro wrestler was hiding back there. Sick reference to the monstrous turnabout. Well, that was totally random, but we never know until we take a look. Looks like something was being dragged through here, and this is where it started. Yeah, but whatever it was, it's long gone. Must have been pretty heavy. Perhaps it was used in setting up the school festival. Ah, then I guess it wasn't a pro wrestler. Still, this could be something important. Hey, I'll be right back. I'll just be one moment. Sorry. Hi, I'm back. Sorry about that. Bada, da, bada. Well, that's about it for the stage. Right, I think we'd better search the art room next. I think I'll hang around here for a while, but make sure to tell me once you find it, yeah? Find what? What else? The governor's banner that disappeared from the stage. You never know, it just might be connected to the case at hand. Really? Or does he just want his banner back? Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh, I don't want to leave you, honey. Now tell me. So, in short, that's... Huh? Hey. Uh-huh. That box. It just took off running. I have a pretty good idea who that is, as I suspect you do too. Come on, we can't afford to have any weird articles written about us. The maintenance area is over in that direction. After that box. We're gonna chase the box. She's so funny. I love her, actually. And she's got a different box now. Miriam, you're liable to get tossed in the garbage truck if you hang around here. I'm just an empty box, and that's what you do with them. You throw them away. Hey, did you change boxes? I like the new look. What does it matter anymore? I was a complete failure in court today. My work, my pride, my dreams, everything I've worked so hard for, gone. Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but doesn't believing you had a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure as a reporter? A failure as a reporter? And then we... That was cute. Come to think of it, calling her a failure as a reporter might have been a bit extreme. Scold me, despise me, pack me away where I'll never see the light of day. I've been cast aside to waste away in a big pile of mushy paper mache. I kind of feel responsible for this, but now's our chance to prod her for information while she's vulnerable. I bet that's what you were just thinking. What kind of a person do you think I am? You read me like a book. Okay, let's talk to the box. Scuttling Scuttlebutt. That was you on the stage earlier, wasn't it? Why'd you run off like that? Take a look at this. Why are you showing me a burnt up old rag? Oh, hey, that looks like the Gaviner's banner. Wait, it's really hard to see, but I think that's the Gaviner's logo there. So, is this the banner that disappeared? It's all burned up. Don't look at me, I just happened to find it in the incinerator. Incinerator? Did Blackquill actually make good on his threat to burn her box? We should probably try to to find out whether someone tried to destroy this on purpose. Yeah, this banner is sounding less and less unrelated to our case, Apollo. The depths of despair. Miriam, I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have said yeah, you were a failure as a reporter. Too late. I already decided journalism isn't for me. The last step is to erase all of the photos on my PC. I'm really going to do it. Here goes. 5%, 10%. 4 years of my life down the drain. Shouldn't we stop her, Athena? Miriam, you should keep publishing your paper. I didn't mean what I said, okay? You didn't mean it? Oh, no, my photo, stop! Cancel, abort! Did you stop it in time? Deletion progress. 99% complete. There are only 2 pictures left. Well, you should have had a backup, to be fair. That's not really my fault. Nobody told you to delete those. What are you going to do now, Athena? You owe it to her to make this right. I know. Your photo technique. Don't worry, Miriam. Your photos may be gone, but the memory of your photographic genius will live on forever in all our hearts. Oh, Athena, that was cringeworthy. Hey, Miriam, check this out. You took some amazing photos of the 3 of them. I'm sure they really appreciated it. Man, she's not doing good. Obviously, I'm the ace member of the newspaper club. The only member, in fact. I know this won't make up for the photos you lost, but here are your newspapers back. Themis Herald Extra returned to Miriam. There's no rest for the wicked. I plan on pursuing those 3 for as long as I live. Yeah, this one's going in the cringe compilation. Yeah, this one's going in the court record. Miriam, why are you so obsessed with Juniper, Hugh, and Robin? Obsessed? I'm not obsessed with them. It's just they were so close ever since their freshman year. So, well... Athena, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, I think that's the only explanation. Wait a second, you're not thinking what I think you're thinking.
Objection!
That's exactly what he's thinking, Miriam. You want in on the little trio. How could you possibly know that? I almost think she's doing this on purpose. Just take off the box. You'll love the way the sun feels on your face. That's one abused laptop. My laptop won't turn on. Never thought my life would end so soon. A mere 17 years. Now I really feel bad. Oh, I know. Miriam, we have a laptop at the office. We'd be happy to lend it to you. Huh? You have a laptop I could use? Sure, but on one condition. Just take the box off. I like your character design. It's such a waste to hide it. I want you to ask Junie, Hugh, and Robin if you can hang out with them. What? Like I could ever do that? Sorry, but that's the deal if you want to borrow our laptop. You scare me sometimes, Athena. You're like good cop, bad cop all rolled into one. Fine, I'll do it. If that's all you want. Yay, I'll be by later to bring you the laptop. Is she related to Larry? Honestly, butts, scuttlebutt, you really wonder, right? Wait. It's not like I owe you anything, but here. Thanks. Oh, it's a set of pictures. Looks like they're setting up the stage. Yeah, I took them when they were putting the stage's backdrop into place. Wow, you sure have an eye for photography. From what I can make out, anyway. These are the last 2 photos that didn't get deleted. They're all yours. Well, see you around, scary lawyer lady. Godspeed, Miriam. That was really impressive, Athena. What's next? Well, I'd like to talk to Hugh or Robin if possible. Okay, let's walk around and see if we can find them. Art room. That's new. Oh, look at this Junie. That's really nice. Oh, and it's bad rap Fanty or something like that. Well, here it is, the art room where the grisly crime occurred. Let's start looking. Stop right there. This is an active crime scene. No unauthorized personnel allowed. What? Can't you make an exception? You won't even notice for it. Freeze! I don't think so. No exceptions. Now move along. Nothing to see here. He doesn't seem very accommodating this time. Let's try again later. Okay, no choice. There's simply nothing for it. Well, we could go to the hallway, perhaps. I just realized culpable curry. That's very cute. Prosecute and classy cafe. Guilty dogs. Hey, that's you over there. That's Dunban over there. Hugh, we wanted a word with you if you don't mind. That's Dunban over there. If it was Mr. Right, then sure, but you two? Meh. I knew it. There's a hint of discord in Hugh's voice. Guilty glizzies. Oh my god. Oh god, they should have done it. They should have done it. Oh wait, well this game came out in like 2012. I guess people weren't saying glizzy back then. Or were they? I don't think so. I never heard it until like a couple years ago. You're not getting off that easy. After all, you're a possible suspect, plus you actually confessed in court. Whatever. So what do you want from me? But make it brief. I don't have a lot of time, and I assume you don't either. Why did you confess? About your confession today, you weren't serious about that, were you? Well, let's just say I had no choice thanks to a certain lawyer who failed to get the job done. Oh. So you're really prepared to take the blame for this? Not gonna happen. The voice on the tape is female, so that rules me out. Let's put it this way. You don't actually believe that ridiculous play on words, do you? Well, my confession is just like that. A means to an end. Or, as we say around here, the end justifies the means. Ugh, but I actually do believe the voice is shouting Hugh O'Connor. Juniper's confession was quite advantageous for the real killer. But if Robin and I were actually the killer, we wouldn't have confessed. It's that simple. That's sus. Even you should be capable of such reasoning, or have I overestimated you? You'll make a great lawyer someday. I mean, you seem to enjoy getting under people's skin. Could Hugh and Robin's confessions really prove their innocence instead of their guilt? This is going to take some serious thinking on my part. Relation to Blackwell. It sure looked like Prosecutor Blackwell was twisting your arm to testify earlier today. Is there some sort of secret he's using against you? I've no intention of saying anything more. Now, if you'll excuse me. Hold! I am not through with you yet. It seems the rogue prosecutor has an out for me. Leave, and we just might discuss you know what. No, wait. One little statement and Mr. Cool loses it? What's that all about? I changed my mind. I'll stay and testify. You really are a rank amateur. Even if that were true, you think I'd open up to you? So he's not denying it. That secret might be causing the discord in his voice. Then again, we have the same problem with Junie and Robin. You're just wasting your time and mine. Next question. Court's planner. About that meeting with Professor Court on the 23rd, why did she want to see you? I've no intention of telling you. You'll have to force it out of me any way you can. Ugh, Professor Mean strikes again. Then again, Hugh is in the lawyer course. But didn't Professor Court used to say that only the only good result is the truth? So why don't you drop this whole charade and just tell me the truth? The truth? How can you be so sure it will help you solve this case? The truth isn't necessarily your friend, nor Juniper's for that matter. No, you're wrong. I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to defend Junie the right way, using the truth. That's the only way to honor Junie's wishes and Professor Court's memory. I see. Very well, Miss Sykes. I'll testify tomorrow about that truth you're so interested in. Hugh. But... Don't look to me if something happens to Juniper because of it. Understand? What's that supposed to mean? What a terrible thing to say. I thought you guys were friends. Yes, we were. Until just recently, actually. Were? I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore. What? Why? Just as I have my secrets, she has a side you've never seen. Juniper's not all sunshine and rainbows like you think she is. What are you saying? This conversation is over. I said I don't have a lot of time, and I meant it. Hugh, wait. He's gone. He doesn't care about her anymore. Why would he say that? That didn't go so well. I guess we'll just have to pin our hopes on his testimony tomorrow. Athena, what do you say we head over to the art room? Might be a nice change of pace. Hopefully the police have completed their investigation. Alright, we don't have much time left anyway. Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friends again. Thanks again for lowering that school banner for us earlier. Don't mention it. Helping those in need is what my brand of justice is all about. Right, so this art room was where the murder actually occurred. Fulbright jump scare base boosted. Every time. That's right. You can't see it with the naked eye, but there's blood on the floor. That area roped off in the middle of the room marks the spot. The police investigation is done, so if you want to look around, knock yourselves out. Okay, what about you? Find anything new, Detective Fulbright? Haha, good question. Unfortunately, the answer is nothing much yet. He sure is confident for having found nothing. But if we're talking outside the art room, there has been a major breakthrough. Blood on the dance floor, ba-bow! Oh dear, unless I find out what that is, I don't know what I shall do. No need for the theatrics. I was told I could fill you in on this one. Wow, you saw right through me, Detective. I'm impressed. Looking to get arrested for murder via unwanted flattery, are we? Breakthrough. So, what's the major breakthrough you mentioned? You want to know? You really want to know? You really? Come on, just tell us already. Aw, you're no fun. Anywho, we got the results of the voice print analysis back. Voice print? You mean for the tape recorder? Exactly. The voice belongs to the suspect, Miss Woods, beyond a shadow of a doubt. See right here? They analyzed the voice on the tape, inside and out. Huh. And you thought the voice on the tape was saying Hugh O'Connor. Ha 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 ha. Wait, let's run that back. Does the voice shouting You're O'Connor belong to Juniper? The voice is a perfect match. Testing underway regarding signs of post-recording editing. The tape has about 10 minutes, 35 seconds of noise requiring further testing. Thanks for the good laugh, Miss Sykes. Oh, he's the last person I want laughing at me. So now there's evidence of Juniper shouting You're O'Connor around the time of death. If we were to take this as truth, how are we supposed to make sense of it? I don't know. I can't think of any reason why Junie would shout that in the first place. Okay. Just absolutely noodling on that synth. Hey, what's this? Flour? Was someone making cookies? Hey, it's gone. Remember that strange statue in the school camp? Oh, wait. That looks like Lady Justice. You're right. Wonder where it is. Robin's a member of the Fine Arts Club. Maybe she could shed some light on this. There's this thing. Some wire and a winch. So this is how they reel the banners in and out. There's a nice view of the stage from here. Prosecutor Gavin is still standing in front of that broken statue. So it really wasn't you, Apollo? Don't worry, you can tell me. I won't tell anyone. I'll never clear my name unless we catch the real culprit. A picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Oh, it has the artist's name right here. C. Court. Wow, Professor Court must have painted this. So is this what they consider art? I really don't get it. I swear I've seen this girl before. There's an air of fragility about her, and those pity-inducing eyes. Who is this again? Her name's on the tip of my tongue. Are you serious right now? Well, I guess maybe she hasn't seen her dressed like this, and to be fair, she only seen her in her school uniform. A picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Oh, it has the artist's name right here. R. Newman. Wow, Robin must have painted this. Is this Juniper? The clothes are different, but... Oh, look, there's a piece of paper stuck to the back. Let's see what it says. Completely lacks Professor Court's artistry. Must keep practicing. Robin. I think it looks pretty good. I wonder what it looked like if Professor Court had painted Juniper. I bet it would have been really artistic looking. Okay, but they're both art. You can't just say one of them is more artistic looking than the other. That's not how that works. You know? Use. A mock trial script on the floor, and nearby an envelope marked Use. I wonder if Miriam's script was ever really inside that envelope. Let's see here. By Miriam Scuttlebutt. And the title is Rouge et Noir, Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment. I wouldn't take part in that mock trial if she begged me. Yeah. You don't have to, sometimes you don't have to get it. Sometimes it's not for you. Sometimes it's for a specific mood, a specific vibe. Sometimes it just doesn't hit you at that moment, and there's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't mean it's not art, though. It says there are special rules allowing the payment of bribes while court is adjourned. Oh, and you can bring in up to $3 worth of fabricated evidence. It also says, welcome to the darkest mock trial ever, where the end justifies the means. Hey, Daisy! Oh, you made it! I'm so glad. I hope you're having a good one. I'm so glad you made it. We are dueling those destinies. We have not gotten Juniper off quite yet, but we're working on it. A lot of wrinkles have came in, including a lot of other people confessing, weirdly enough. But yeah, we're doing it. We're doing the thing. The prosecution claims this is the script that was supposed to have been used. But the scripts were selected by Professor Court, considering how much she valued the truth. I seriously doubt she'd pick a script entitled Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment. Wow, you have that title memorized already? Clock. This is an important thing. I was helping my brother with some stuff. I got to ride in his new car, so it was very cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, I hope you had fun. This is the clock that created that major problem for Junie. Let's take a closer look. Don't waste your time. I've checked it, and it's 100% accurate. You sure? How'd you check it? Of course I'm sure. I committed to my own watch, see? Detective Fulbright, didn't you notice that your watch had stopped? It has. This is unacceptable. We obviously can't rely on him. Let's take a look for ourselves. Let's see. Wait a second. It's ahead by 1 whole hour. Well, Detective? This clock must have also been an hour ahead when this photo was taken. If so, that would fit perfectly with Junie's testimony. Prosecutor Blackquill won't like this. I almost feel sorry for the detective. Almost. You can at least pretend to feel sorry by wiping that big grin off your face. Wait, just 1 minute. This clock is an hour ahead right now, sure. But what proof do you have that it was running ahead on the day of the crime? That's a good question. Wait, excuse me. I think I just might have something. Detective Fulbright, you would agree that there is a moon outside this window, right? Sure, it looks like a nice drawing of a crescent moon. But if you look at that window in the back with the winch attached to it, you'll see that the only view to be had is the opposite side of the school building. Oof, then what's that moon doing here? I wonder. Oh, wait, that's the same moon. Discord, I'm shouting at the moon. I feel that little last Sunday afternoon. That's right, but I hadn't seen this stage until yesterday. That backdrop with the starry sky and big crescent moon isn't half bad. Isn't this the same as the one painted on the stage backdrop? The proof's right here, Detective. This shows it was 6 p.m. when the photo was taken. Oh, we need these ones. You see these? Hey, okay, this one is labeled 6:01 p.m. And then this one is 6:03 p.m. So it was definitely nighttime.
Take that!
I know what this moon really is. And if you look at this photo, you'll note, yeah, I see, it's like a wooden thing. Yeah, right here, this, I didn't even notice that, my bad. This shows where that moon in the photo came from and the truth of Junie's testimony. What? Where? Where does it show that? If you look right here, it will all become crystal clear. Here.
Take that!
They were still prepping the stage, so its backdrop wasn't in place yet. This photo shows them in the process of moving the backdrop into position. I can see that. That's the big board hanging here. The size matches too. But there's no picture. That's a crucial detail. It is, but I believe what we're seeing in this photo is the back of the board. The back of the... That's right. And at around 6 p.m. when this was taken, a photo of that same board was being taken from the front. What do you mean the front? The front is against the wall. That's where you're wrong. What about the window? Remember how we said the moon shouldn't even exist in this photo? Take a good look. Are you suggesting the moon is the one on the backdrop? Exactly. In short, this photo was taken while the backdrop was being moved. And as you can see here, it was around 6 when the backdrop was being set in place. Well, there you have it. So the art room clock was running fast at least as far back as the day of the murder. Wow, how can I ever face Prosecutor Blackquill now? Yes, I just blew a hole in a piece of the prosecution's evidence. Let's freaking go, dude. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Yeah, it's really good. Okay, we are going to present. Oh wait, actually I might be done with this. Oh wait, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Here we go. Look, a piece of pottery. Looks like it's already been fired. I bet Robin made it. And I bet it won't last long, not with the way she deals with her own work anyway. Yeah, it seems like such a waste. I mean, this one already has some color on it. It looks just like bloodstains the way the glaze was dribbled onto it. Just like bloodstains. In justice we trust, that does look like bloodstains. We'd better examine it at once. I get it. The victim was stabbed in the middle of the room where the big bloodstain is. And then brought over here, at which point some of her blood dripped onto these pieces. That means the body very well could have been dropped from this window. In the mock trial script, the body was dropped onto a mat. Then a ball cart was used to move it over the stage. The maintenance area is below this room, and the storehouse there has a mat and ball cart. So even the moving of the body was carried out just like in the script. The killer sure had a thing for Junie's script. Well, what did you expect? That's why we suspected the defendant in the first place. Well, you're wrong, and I'm going to prove it in court. Well, I think we've examined pretty much everything we can. By the way, did Prosecutor Blackquill happen to tell you anything about tomorrow's trial? In justice we trust. It's no use trying to pry more information out of me. Having just learned that the clock had been 1 hour fast, means we're back to square one concerning the suspect's actions that day. I wonder what the main argument would be about now. How the body was moved would be my guess, but Prosecutor Blackwell's got his own plans. Oh, does he now? Detective Fulbright, try as you might, I won't say another word about the investigation. No, I wasn't gonna ask about that. I was just wondering if you'd seen Robin. Oh, you mean Miss Robin Newman? She was just here a moment ago. And she mumbled something about watching videos in the lecture hall. Video? What video? Skibbity toilet. Thanks, Detective. Athena, I think we should stop by the lecture hall. Right, let's go. Putting her feet up and putting on full compilation of Skibbity toilet. Okay. Lecture hall. This is a really nice lecture hall. There she is. Robin, hey Robin. Oh, Athena, Apollo. What are you watching there? Oh, it just so happens to be a video of the mock trial. I had to use a bit of coercion to get it, but the end justifies the means, right? Hello, Maga-kun, welcome. I hope you're doing well today. There it is again. Professor Means sure has a lot of influence around here. Care to look into the true connection between the murder and the mock trial with me? Sounds great, but do you mind if we ask you some questions first? Sure. I'll tell you anything you W-A-N-T. Nice, nice. Good to hear it. Okay, why did you confess, Robin? About your confession today, why'd you do it? Because Juniper hasn't done anything wrong. I had to stop the trial by any means possible. Right, the end justifies the means. So you're a follower of Professor Means too. Professor Means is a wonderful teacher, as was Professor Court. I like them B-O-T-H. She brushed that one off like a pro. I love it. Yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game. I played most of the other games thus far. I played the last game before this, Apollo Justice. And then I went to Great Ace Attorney, played both of those. And now I'm back to playing this. So I took a little bit of a different order, but I've played a bunch, almost all of them now. With that style of justice, you run the risk of breaking the law. Well, I'm prepared to quit school because of this case. What? Why? I want to be an artist. That's what I really want, man. But no, my parents forced me to study to become a prosecutor. But if the trial went south, you'd have to drop out and give up on being a prosecutor. That's what you're really after, isn't it? Uh-huh. Talk about someone who literally changes at the bat of an eyelash. I guess she's been dealing with her own problems too. That totally makes sense. Yeah, I suppose so, but that doesn't make what she did right. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, I was talking about the fourth game. I have not played Spirit of Justice yet. That will be coming next. I might be able to get to that by the time the new trilogy comes out in January. We might be able to play that one. Get a nice little touched up visuals on that one. Yeah. Day of the crime. Could you tell us about what you were doing on the night of the murder? Really hype. I'm really glad that more people will be able to access it. I'm actually this is actually the Android version of the game, so I wish there was a better way to play this, but very soon there will be, which is very good news. Oh yeah, I've heard a lot of things about Spirit of Justice. A lot of things. I don't hear much about this game, weirdly enough. I hear a lot about Spirit of Justice, for better or worse. But that's okay. We'll pass our own judgment when we get there. Finishing a statue. I was on the stage until the last bell. That's right. You made the statues of Mr. Wright and Prosecutor Gavin, didn't you? French translation. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think somebody else mentioned to me there was no European release at all, which is really weird. Oh, yes, I did. Both of them. This is just a formality, but can you prove you were making the statues at that time? Can I prove it? You think I'm the killer now? No, that's not what I meant. Yeah, really, really good news. Both Hugh and Robin were still at the school after 7 p.m. But neither of them can prove exactly what they were doing. The last AA game translated in French was Apollo Justice in 2008. That really sucks. I'm glad they're fixing it. Better late than never. But wow, yeah. Sheesh. Could one of them really have murdered Professor Court? Now that the secret's out. Have there been any problems now that everyone here knows you're a girl? No worries there. I discussed the matter with Professor Court some time ago. They were only an eShop. Oh, that's right. There was no physical release. Yeah, I remember. I remember being told that. That is, yeah. I wonder why. It does make me. It does make me understand why maybe this game didn't take off quite as much as the other ones. If literally a massive part of your audience just couldn't play it. Really unfortunate. I guess he would have had to import it, which is obviously not ideal. Shouldn't be that way. I told her I wanted to let everyone know I was really a girl. And just today I found out that she spoke with the school administration on my behalf. Okay, I'm choosing to believe that she's a trans girl and she's coming out. I'm not hearing anything to the contrary at this point. I need to save my sanity. Wow, they must really like you. I know, right? But now I can finally be myself here at school. I don't have to hide the fact that I love girly clothes. That's why, Athena, I simply must have this and this by any means possible. What? But this is evidence we need for the trial. Sorry, but no can do. Aw, don't be a party pooper, Athena. Come on, please, pretty please. Oh no, she just straight up took it. Honestly, gotta build that wardrobe, I get it. Oh, darn it. Anyway, thank you again, Athena. Thank you for revealing who I really am. I wanted everyone to know before the snitch found out. The snitch? Sounds like a new lead. The snitch? There's a rumor going around that one of the students here is a snitch. I hear they're watching everything we do. Our activities, our relationships, our interests. I bet that was Miriam. AA in Europe is very niche. Capcom didn't care about Europe until very recently, but they made chewed fizz, like releasing AA before AA4 before AA3. That's so weird. Oh, that's really quite annoying, but I'm glad they're fixing it somewhat in recent years. I really feel like it definitely feels like they're testing the market for like future Ace Attorney games by releasing these. First of all, by releasing Great Ace Attorney in 2021. That was a big one. I know a lot of people were really looking forward to that. And then we got this new trilogy coming out early next year. Really feels like they're like, buy these games so we can see if there's really interest in future games, which obviously there definitely is, right? I would really be happy if they announced a new game. Stealing evidence is felony in the US. Newman really is a felon aside at birth. Yeah. And reporting it all to one of the professors. But why would anyone do that? Officially, I heard it's to seek out misconduct among the student body. Waiting for AA7. Yes. I don't really think they'll do this, but I would be cool with a Great Ace Attorney 3. I'd be really happy if they announced that, even though I feel like 2 wrapped up pretty well, honestly. Feels huge, like an interest at Capcom. We see what you're... Yeah, we see that, and also Ghost Trick, because there's a lot of crossover between fans of that, and Ghost Trick is like a cult classic, you know. Great Ace Attorney investigations, localization of investigations 2. I like the way we're thinking here. How about all of the above? Do it all. Yeah, it could be like a trilogy. That way we have 3 separate trilogies. I mean, I know the Apollo Justice trilogy is not really is not really neatly a trilogy. It kind of changes perspectives a lot, but still, 3 trilogies is a nice way to keep everything organized. A rumor has it grades were being bought and sold through this surveillance network. I haven't actually played Investigations 1. I really should get to that. That's bribery. The situation at Theba's Legal Academy is worse than I thought. All this is important stuff. I still want to ask about that thing in the art room. I'll have to present some evidence to show her what I'm talking about, though. Present evidence. That would be... Oh, Oh, probably this? Robin, I just remembered something I wanted to ask you. This photo shows a piece of art on the table. Do you know what it is? Yeah, exactly. Although I have some problems with the more recent trilogy. But I love the prequels. I love the Star Wars prequels. I will not hear anything to the contrary. No, I'm kidding. But I do like the prequels. A, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. That's good. Yeah. Just give us more. Give us so much more. I want more. Give it to me. Give it to me. This showed a piece of art. Do you know what it is? Whoa! Look at that unique artistic sense. That has to be one of Professor Court's creations, man. Professor Court's artistic sense? Court's artistic sense. Professor Court's artistic sense. That's a tough one. I'd say it's avant-garde and very eclectic. In other words, it's weird and all over the place. Come to think of it, that strange-looking painting in the art room was one of Professor Court's works, wasn't it? The statue in that photo was originally a statue of Lady Justice. Lady Justice? Professor Court had been planning on placing it on the judge's bench in the lecture hall. But the day before the mock trial, it broke while she was polishing it. She said she'd take it back to the art room and try to fix it somehow. So this is the statue in its proper state? You bet. Just look at that wild silhouette. Wow, it's so C-U-T-E. I don't get it. Do you have to be an artist to appreciate stuff like this? It's cool. Stop hating, it's cool. Athena, the Lady Justice that you put back together on that stage, Oh, right. I didn't realize it before because it was in pieces, but before it was smashed, maybe it didn't look like Lady Justice, but more like it does in the photo. But what in the world was it doing on the stage? Well, I think that about covers it. Okay, then how about watching the mock trial video with me? What do you say? Sure, sounds good to me. So how do you want to watch it? All classroom desks at this school have their own built-in computer, you know? Wow, this place is definitely a lot cushier than I thought. I know you guys are in a hurry, so I'll just fast forward to the important parts. There's a catch, they're all Chromebooks. Honestly, your English has been fine. Your English is lovely, don't worry about it. Absolutely fine. Let's start with the professor's pre-trial speech. Good afternoon. I would like to start by thanking you for coming here today. Oh, that sounds like Professor Means. The mock trial, the crown jewel event of the school festival, will begin shortly. Is the camera like this the whole time? Yeah. Yeah, it's in a fixed position in front of the stage. When I was a student, I too could hardly wait for this day to come. How come teacher speeches always make me so sleepy? Let's just skip to the end of his speech. Oh, hello, Juniper. Now let the mock trial begin. Hey, what's the deal here? Why is Junie so large in this shot? Looks to me like she cut right in front of the camera. It's really good. Lots of really good faces in this game, in general. Juniper was also in charge of the audio, even though she was already playing a part in the mock trial itself. She had to do it to keep the script details secret. She was all over the place that day. When she wasn't in the trial, she was in the audio control room dealing with the music. Oh, so this is where what the lecture hall looks like. Looks like there's a judge bench behind that screen and a witness stand up front. My favorite AA. Oh, that's a good question. Honestly, I really love the Great Ace Attorney games. Those are probably my top two. And then if I had to choose a third, probably maybe three. Maybe three. Or no, maybe four. Four is really good. Four had a really different tone that I really liked. I felt like there was a darker atmosphere to it that I really liked. TGA only in case 2 of the first game. Yeah, that game's it's really long. It's a big game. It takes a long time to get through. It took me months to do it. But yeah, I really love those games. They're really good. So yeah, I think my answer is both Grace Attorneys and then 4. Yeah, I think that's it. I really... Yeah, I like 4. I wish that they did some more things with it in future games, but I wish they didn't just kind of write off a lot of things that happened, and especially with the whole like Apollo Justice, they're always just kind of making fun of him. And then like setting up a new main character and then kind of just bringing Phoenix back. I don't know. I didn't love that, but I do like how this game is turning out. Oh yeah. What about those balconies with the professor's names on them? Yeah. Those are the faculty seats. But you know what? I don't dislike any of them. I think they're all good. Professor Means and Professor Court were in charge of scoring the mock trial. Lecture hall diagram added to the court record. Okay, let's fast forward this a bit. And that's why the defendant is definitely guilty. 3, 2, and 6. Oh, all right. I'm looking forward to trying out 6 then. 2 is really good. 2 and 3 are really good. Yeah, I agree. The whole original trilogy is really solid. Ah, that was me, could you tell? Objection! A frail co-ed used your bare hands to stab the professor with an arrow? I don't think so. You read that line in the mock trial, Apollo, but you made it sound kind of weird. Turnabout big flop. Yeah, that we just pretend that one didn't happen. We just forget that exists. That was a really bad one. That was really bad. That was the first time. I don't think they really did it after this, but that was the first one that they had like a pass-fail cross-examination. Like you had to present evidence, and if you didn't, you got a game over. I actually got a game over, and I lost a lot of progress. Like, and they never did that in pretty much any other case, I don't think. It was the most bizarre thing. And then, of course, you know, there's a lot of like really nasty stuff in it, you know. You know, we all know. Cut me some slack. It was my first time reading that script. I think Juniper's gonna speak next. I didn't do it. I had suffered a breakdown and pretty much lost it. It's true I shouted, "You're a goner," but I didn't mean it. Wow, what an emotional performance. She put a real actress to shame. Wait, could you go back and play that scene again? I've heard about the drunk thing. Yeah, apparently he was drunk throughout the entire second game. It would explain a lot, wouldn't it? Could you go back and play that scene again? You really think that's necessary? I didn't do it. I had suffered a breakdown and pretty much lost it. It's true I shouted, "You're a goner," but I didn't mean it. Stop, did you hear that? I think you're onto something. Let's play that last part again. I don't follow. What are you guys so excited about? I think this piece of evidence should explain it. Time to show Robin a piece of evidence that links the line we just heard to the case. It would probably be the recording we have, right?
Take that!
I'm sure you remember this. It contains a female voice shouting a violent threat. I'll play it for you. You're a goner. The voice and performance do sound similar, but I can't believe this is happening. It's just a possibility, but if the voice on this tape is really a recording, one made from the mock trial video, that means this evidence was fabricated. They didn't get to do a voice print analysis in time for court today. That's why the gender of the voice became so important. And if the real killer had foreseen that gender would become a key in today's trial, he would have tried to deflect attention away from himself by making the suspect female. So basically, the only one with something to gain from doing this is our sole male suspect. It was not planned for this game. Oh, yeah, it does feel kind of out of place, doesn't it? Just in general. It's like, oh yeah, we're just out on this circus outside of town. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Well, I guess we're never going to speak about that again. Wait a second. No way! Professor Means' credo is the end justifies the means. So it makes perfect sense that a student who took those words to heart would fabricate evidence. We need to get that tape analyzed as soon as possible. Tape recorder updated. Okay, it may be a fake. Ooh. Allow me to assist you with that. Hi. Yeah, hi, Gavin. Prosecutor Gavin, at least make some kind of noise so we know you're there. It's go big or go home with rockstar entrances, Fraulein. Timing is everything. Let me make a copy of that tape right now, and I'll get you the results as soon as I can. I trust that would be all right? Very much so, thanks. God, he's so handsome. Guilty love. Yeah, you're right. That's fair. Well, Athena, it's almost sundown. I know, he's so three-dimensional. It would be the restaurant case of the third game, which was planned to be in the second game. Because of storage issues, they couldn't put this case in the second game, and they put it into the third. Oh, really? Huh. That's really interesting. I didn't know that. Thank you for that info. I did like the restaurant one though. That one was pretty good. Isn't it about time we head over to the detention center? I think Junie will agree that this is something that could prove her innocence, but will her heart really be open to accepting it? She had to have known this was what I'd find. Yeah, très bien. And that about covers the main gist of our investigation. I see. Very interesting. You've been quite the busy beaver today. Thank you for all your hard work, Athena. Well, my time's about up, and it will be getting dark soon, so... Junie, you must be tired after being on your feet all day. You should go home and... No, wait, you have to listen to me. I don't want to hear anymore. In French version, it's an Italian restaurant. Oh, that's really funny. I don't want to hear anymore. I know what you're going to say, Athena. Junie, you promised. We're going to discover the truth behind this murder mystery, and we're going to bring you solid evidence showing just what that truth is. If we succeed in doing that, I want you to promise that you'll accept it, Junie, no matter how hard it is to hear. Okay, but only if it's the real truth. So please just listen to what I have to say. Once you've heard me out, I'll let you decide what to do. Suspicions about O'Connor. That voice in the recording has been proven to be yours, Junie. And in the mock trial video, we can hear you reading your line from the script. We're having both of them analyzed now, but from what I can tell, the voices are the same. And the only one who'd benefit from faking the voice recording would be Hugh. But that doesn't make any sense. I mean, Hugh confessed in order to protect me. This may sound strange, but his confession is a ploy to make himself look less suspicious. In other words, he was just pretending to protect you. Besides, his confession came after you and Robin had already confessed. If he hadn't confessed right then as well, wouldn't that have seemed a little suspicious? Say what you will, Athena, but none of us will hurt a fly, let alone kill someone. Bellissima! That's really cool. Very cute. Lovely. Beautiful. Bellissima. Hugh is a gifted student. He gets outstanding grades and never causes trouble. What? Uh-oh. Wait, Athena. My bracelet reacted just now. It did? But why? Junie, can you look me in the eye and repeat what you just said? Oh, none of us would hurt a fly, let alone kill someone? He was a gifted student. He gets outstanding grades and never causes trouble. Oh no, she's lying. Now I'm sure of it. She's lying. Bow. Here we go. Okay, me when I lie, yeah. I immediately turn pale. Can't really see her hand or anything. What am I missing here? Oh, is it this?
Gotcha.
The scarf's moving around. Juniper, you start coughing when you're under stress. You can't hide it from me no matter how hard you try. When you said "and never causes trouble," a cough escaped and made your scarf flutter. As for why you were stressed, it's because you were lying. Junie, you're trying to hide Hugh's connection to this case, aren't you? And I believe that also ties into a secret about yourself. A secret about me? I don't understand. I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore. What is the best character name? Oh, that's a good question. I'll have to think about that a little bit. Juniper's not all sunshine and rainbows. What's all your guys' favorites? Juniper's not all sunshine and rainbows like you think she is. Dade man. I guess there was the killer. Jeff the Killer. No, it wasn't Jeff the Killer. It was something else, but it had killer in it. He ended their friendship after he found out about Junie's secret, which means Hugh must have felt betrayed by Junie, making her the snitch? Shelly the Killer. That's right. That's right. You were Professor Court's snitch, weren't you? There's a rumor going around that one of the students here is a snitch. Oh, I would have thought that was Miriam. Well, she's probably also doing that. I hear they're watching everything we do. Oh, Eeny Miny, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Our activities, our relationships, our interests, and reporting it all to one of the professors. I love Eeny Miny as a character, too. Cammy Meal. Oh, I haven't seen her. Have I seen her? Oh, she's in investigations. Ah, okay. All right, cool. And while fulfilling that role, you learned something about Hugh you'd rather forget. I don't know what you're talking about. Junie, please. Iesa Nosa. Yes. Yes, that one had a lot of really good ones. Curio Collecta. Larry Butts and look at me. Look at me. Mask de mask. Oh, yeah. I guess we really gotta play investigations, huh? Stop hiding things from me. I hate hiding forcing things out of you like this. Looks like we're going to have to do this the hard way. Time to review the evidence and see if I can't prove my hypothesis. I must have something that proves Junie's the snitch and Hugh's connection to the case. We can look at her planner. Routine report. Need to speak with Hugh O'Connor. Routine report. Meet with Hugh about that report. That report. What report? Detective. Yeah. Winston Payne. Yeah, that one was really good. It's this one right here. Right here in Professor Court's planner, it says routine report. I also like, I know it's something different in the Japanese, but I also like remember me. Remember me. I believe this is meant to mean when the snitch would report into Professor Court. I also believe Professor Court planned to meet Hugh in private based on the snitch's info. And from their meeting, Hugh must have put two and two together and figured out your secret. So, you see, Lotta Hard's French name is also hilarious. Oh, what's that? Lotta Hard is a good name. So you see, it all makes sense only if you're the snitch, Junie. Aww. Forgive me. Forgive me, Thena. I've been lying to you this whole time. The truth is, I suspected Hugh from the start. You did? Now this is surprising. Aw, sweetie. I'm so sorry. I've talked about friendship so much, but I've been a terrible friend. Juniper, I don't have that special kind of hearing that Athena does. But I don't need it to sense the pain you're feeling inside. and its intensity is directly proportional to how you feel about your friend. Am I right? Apollo. Please, Junie, tell me why you suspected Hugh. I have a feeling that will be the key to getting to the bottom of this whole case. What exactly was your role as class snitch? Professor Court had told me about how Academy alumni had strayed from the path of justice. The dark age of the law, huh? She didn't want any more of our students going astray like that. But a few others at the Academy shared her view. But few others, sorry. Lottahart's French name is Eva Cause Souci. A pun on the sentence is Elle va causer de souci. Her name sounds close to the sentence, which means she'll cause trouble. That's really good. I really like that. That's really clever. I thought her ideas were beautiful, though sad and unrealistic. She asked you to be her eyes and ears, didn't she? I used to report to her once a month about any wrongdoings I'd seen or heard about. And that report session in her planner, the one from October 22nd, was a part of that? Yes, that's when I reported Hugh to Professor Court. She snitched on her own friend? Your report on O'Connor. I had accidentally overheard Hugh talking. What did you hear? He was talking to someone on the phone. I think it was one of his parents. What were they talking about? Something about having paid money for good test scores. I only overheard him talking, so I never did find out who the money was going to. She'll cause trouble, that's right. When I saw Lotta, I run away. Yep. When something smells, it's usually the Lotta. I only overheard him talking, so I never did find out who the money was going to. What? That's bribery. He was buying his way through school, and if that's the case, then that evidence that always seemed out of place might actually be about his secret. What? Oh, we have a new page. We have this page. October, Hugh 120. Larry, a lot of same thing. Yeah. We found this while we were investigating the stage. It's got Hugh's name on it. I didn't know what the number meant at the time, but now I'm hearing about bribes. It must mean that a bribe of 120 grand was to be paid in October. That is a lot of money. That is a lot of money. I have not actually seen the anime. I should watch that at some point. That would be fun. What's more, take a look at this mark. That same mark is on the pages of Professor Court's planner. Hey, you're right. Wait, but why would Professor Court have that kind of information in her planner? You don't really think the person who was taking the bribe money was... It's just a possibility at this point, but it may indeed have been Professor Court. I'm interested in watching the live-action movie at some point, too. If I can get my hands on it somehow. But... That is impossible. She'd be the last person I'd ever suspect of accepting bribes. Like I said, it's just a possibility, but a rather good one. Maybe their private talk had to do with the possibility of the bribery being exposed. And what started out as a little argument soon got out of hand. It's not your fault, Junie. Anybody would have suspected Hugh if they knew what you knew. No, I don't believe that alone would have driven him to murder. There's another reason why I suspected Hugh. You've got to be kidding me. There's another reason? Your other reason? I saw Hugh around 7 p.m. the day before the mock trial. Oh, so she's finally ready to talk about that. When I saw him, his... Oh, Thena. Junie, are you alright? Just try to relax and tell me what happened.
I never wanted to see what I did, but I'll have to live with it, won't I? In that hallway, Hugh's hands... His hands were dripping with blood.
Oh, man. His hands were dripping with blood. What? But why? What am I going to do? Deep down, I know Hugh can't be the killer, but my mind keeps telling me he is, no matter how hard I try and convince myself he isn't. Oh, what am I going to do? Hugh, he's... I can't take this anymore. Dina. So she hid the fact that she had seen Hugh, and said she went home at 6 because she wanted to avoid talking about what she saw. Junie, it must have been terrible holding all of that in, but it's going to be okay. I'll get to the bottom of this, and that's my promise from one good friend to another. I'll be defending Juniper tomorrow, if that's okay with you, Professor Means. My main concern is whether you can defeat that prosecutor. But I won't try to stop you. I will be watching from the gallery, and shall look forward to seeing what sort of results your method can produce. Good luck tomorrow. Now, if you would excuse me. It's really good, honestly. This is really turning things around for me. Athena, I'm sorry. I really mean it. I wish I had trusted you from the start. You have to uncover the truth tomorrow. I know you can do it. Don't worry. We already know that the prosecution's key piece of evidence is a fake. And thanks to you, we figured out the motive too. Let's give this our best shot, Athena. Let tomorrow be the day Juniper walks free. I wouldn't have it any other way. We should be all ready now. What could possibly go wrong this time? What could possibly go wrong? Turnabout Serenade in the circus one. Yeah, oof indeed. Yeah, third cases don't tend to work out very well, do they? There's this strange, uneasy feeling I can't shake. I'd better be imagining it. To be continued. Yay! Third case curse. Yeah, exactly. All right. There you have it. Fun stuff. Well, we are going to put a pin in that for now. We will get back to the trial next time. We will not be going offline just yet, though. Don't go anywhere. Don't click that X. No, I'm kidding. We are going to do a little bit of variety today. I know I promised it yesterday, but I was very tired, so I ended up not doing it. But at request of Daisy actually asked me to do this a little while ago. We're going to play some Suika game. We're going to hang out for a bit. And then also there's some videos that I think we can watch. So if you want to stick around for a bit, we can do that. I am not going anywhere for a little bit. We'll chill out with some Suika and then we'll watch some videos. How about that? Does that sound good? Let's do it. Okay. I am going to take a short BRB to get all set up, and then Monster's turn. Yeah, that one I feel like kind of was a little dragged out, to be honest. I liked most of the first one, and then the second one was like but this one is really good, and I'm really looking forward to Cosmic Turnabout too. All right, so here's my break command. I will be back in a few minutes. Go ahead and get a stretch on. Get a snack or a drink, whatever you need to do, and I will see you in just a few. Be right back.